Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 3 of our second season here at Riga FC in Latvia. This is the Latvian job, I am the custard prophet. Thanks for dropping on by. So you can see we have moved quite a way into the season. Things have continue to go very, very well, but we've had a little bit of a snag, and I wanted to drop in now to show you what sort of issue not just we're having, but the entire league. We've got a few things to catch up, some signings that I forgot to mention at the end of in the last episode. So let's do that straight away. So there's one out, and that is Rugins, who left for Valmiera. So we had a surplus of left backs, basically. I didn't feel he was necessary, but we did bring in a couple of players from Meta. Lucas Vatne, who is a young 18-year-old Latvian, and we've loaned him directly back to Meta. So hopefully he's going to develop there. Physically he is, but it looks like technically and mentally they're not stimulating him enough. But he's scoring goals and stuff, so he'll be coming back to us next year. The other player was Ilja Korotkovs, who is a centre-back. It was just 2-star at the moment, but I feel he has got the ability to develop, and you can see he is developing in the right way. There's lots of things I like about him. There's lots of things that could be improved, and that's fine. I think physically he's developing nicely, and technically he's not awful, and that's a good thing. But yeah, his heading, marking and tackling are going in the right direction, and what we have found, actually, he's done pretty well when he has played. So that's the signings. Let's have a look at the problem that we are having. Now the problem relates to the Baltic Cup. Now this is a tournament, I think it's done every couple of years, and it's between the 3 Baltic nations, Latvia, Estonia and Lithuania. So it is during the season. So what it does mean is that players who play in those countries' leagues are released and play for the during this tournament. And what they've done, or what's happened here, is there's about a 2-week period beforehand where the teams can kind of prepare for the 3 matches they've got to play, and then the period of the 3 matches. So there's about a 3-week period where us and all the other teams in the league are losing pretty much all of their Latvian players. Now this is fine because we've got a good squad, until you remember the fact we have got to play 3 Latvian players in each team. This becomes really difficult then. So you can see here the players who are missing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players out missing, which is that is a lot to deal with. Anyone, that's a lot to deal with. But it's not just us, everyone's having these issues. The reason we're still okay is that we do have Reynolds, who is deemed not good enough for the Latvian team, which is fine. We've got the youngster Kiris, who has played a few games on the right side, and he's done a good job. But then, and we also at left back have Kurikins. Those are our 3 first team Latvians who were not called up for the Latvian team. Now what I did do before announcing the squads, or at the start of the season, was also to put 3 youngsters in the squad rather than anyone else. And this is Aravius Stankus, an unfortunate name. He is not great. He's not great at all. He's slow as heck, but he's got good jumping reach, and he does the things that you want him to do pretty okay. So he's only 16, but he filled a hole there. We've got Belovs, who came through in our youth team in the last recruitment, and you can see he is an okay midfielder. He is predicted to do quite well in the future. He's 17 years old. He can dribble, which is good, and he can run with it. So he's got some things going for us. So he can come in. And the other player is Steinbergs, who he's not predicted to do great, but what I wanted was someone to back up left and right back. So that's why I included him in the squad. So it must have been sort of like a premonition, really, that I thought actually it would be a good thing to have these youngsters in the squad rather than just go out and buy everything. And so that's what happened. So it does mean we have 6 players to choose from. Remember, we have to have 3 in the first 11 at all times. So it makes it complicated. You can see here how much I'm rotating this season. There is a lot of players who are being rotated in and out of the team all the way through. The whole squad of 30 are being rotated quite heavily. So that's pretty good. So match-wise, it's continued to go incredibly well. Last time we were away against Spartaks, who were hot on our heels, just 3 points behind us. They had a player sent off, and we, well, completely dominated them after that, winning the game 5-1. But things have gone pretty well thereafter. We played Meta away 3-0, Ramos and Krollis with a couple. Smiltene, 3-1 win here. Nata with a couple of goals. And Jagodinskis, something like that, scored a late header. Against RFS, this was really straightforward. Halimi with a hat-trick, and Leo got in on the act. And then against Daugavpils, a 4-goal haul from Leo here. Lipusik and Ramos with a couple. Him and Leo are vying for the top position, top goal scorer. Liepaja, 3-0 win here. Kiris, Ramos and Nata. Then we had an away match against Valmiera. This was a tough one. It was 0-0, and this is the closest we've come to not winning. 0-0 all the way up until the 80th minute. Got a goal from Ramos from the penalty spot. Then Pantelev hit an absolute corker 3 minutes later. But they did score a late goal themselves, Valmiera, and it was a little bit worrying at times there. And then played Spartaks. We went 2-1 up, and with Halimi and Ramos getting the goals, but we then got Steinberg sent off, and we were a little bit concerned after that. They did have maybe 1 or 2 chances because of the, having a 1-man extra. We had the majority of chances, and they had one good chance that they could have levelled it, but we got a 2-1 win over them. So today we're playing Smiltene, and they're bottom of the league. I'm coming back just to really show the problems that we're having, and it's not just us, and I think that's important to realise. You look at the likes of RFS, same problem. And what it is doing is we're getting the odd weird result. So this result here against Meta, where did that come from? Spartaks have absolutely self-destructed. Look at this. Look at this here. At this point, they were 3 points behind us. Here, they've dropped how many? Many points off us. So they are no longer anywhere near us. We're 20-odd points ahead of them now. So today we are going to be playing Smiltene. Hopefully, we're going to get a good result. Let's get into it. So, the team we're going with, and this is purely because there's a lot of players who aren't fully fit, as you can see on the bench. We have Leo up top, Wesley Nata's in on the left, Kiris on the right. In the midfield, we've got Pantelev and Brizola. They've done very well. Jurisic just behind them. And then the back line is Ungonda, Stankus, the young Latvian, Sivonen, the Finnish player, Yefremov, Ukrainian, who you've probably not seen a lot of, and Reinholds. It's a really quite weakened backline, as you can see, but hopefully there's enough here to see off this stubborn stain at the bottom of the division. All right, and here we go. We're coming out. Remember, this is for game number 19-1 on the trot. We're expected to do well here. Let's see how things go. Right, it's a slow start. We've got the ball here in midfield. Leo holds on to it. Jurisic, he's looking forward for an option. He's gone right to Kiris. Very nicely done. Ball in. All a little bit aimless at the minute. Wesley Nata with a header, and no real worries there for them. Need to do a bit better. The second highlight that we've seen with 30 minutes on the clock. They must be pretty happy with how things have gone so far. Pantelev into Leo. Leo out wide to Kiris. This is a place we've been quite effective from. Ball in. Wesley Nata this time, he doesn't miss, and the big little man, or the little big man, whatever you want to call him, he scored yet another header, effective off that wing. 1-0, and that's what we wanted to see. Let's keep this going. Maybe a highlight to them. Vientlis with managed to take the ball off, and Pantelov, the Russian, plays it forward to Leo. He's looking for an option. He does find Brazola into Jurisic, quite high up the pitch. Wesley Nata into Ngonda, and they've just cleared it. It's a poor ball in, but we're not going to stop there. Stankus getting a taste of first team football. Jurisic, Brazola's free into Leo, and Leo finishes it off. Great stuff. 2-0. Brazola found him nicely. They didn't mark him tightly enough, and there we go. 2-0. Very happy with that. Right, corner. Pantelov in. Brazola doesn't win the header, but Kiris has got it. Jurisic, he has a go from way downtown, as they say, but not anywhere near it, really. Another one. Ball in. And it's gone out. Kiris is standing on the edge there. That's quite an effective place because it comes back to him. He gets it quickly. Pantelov completely on the other side. Stankus, what are you doing there, mate? And Wesley Nata gets his head to it, but over the top. We worked our way into the game a little bit more, and you can see we're looking pretty dangerous. Another highlight, Pantelov. It's into Leo this time. Leo into Brazola. Kiris. And Leo, it's saved. Shot from distance. We've had some awesome goals. Some absolutely amazing goals. And the centre back Shivonen. Yeah, nothing, no highlight. Right, there we go. 2-0 at half time. Good number of shots, good XG. Not really had anything to deal with in return. Possession wise, we are not really a possession based team. I have to say that's not really the way I've been playing. And we give them a lot of possession, but we break on them and cause havoc. Let's get into that second half. Right, free kick. Pantelov into Wesley Nata, and lovely header that was, in off the bar. No, I mean, you think someone might have been marking him. He's already scored one header, and he's just standing there on his own. This guy here, what are you doing, mate? Rollis, you have to be marking better than that. Well, 57 minutes in, Leo is looking absolutely shattered. Remember, we haven't got the other bloke that we can put on, but what we can do here is bring on Ramos, who is a decent striking option. So he'll come on. We'll probably also take off Brazola, and let's bring on Belovs. That gives us another option to take off. And we'll do this. Stankus coming on, off, and put Lipusic at centre-back. There we go. So move those, I was going to say Lithuanians, Latvians around. So we've still got 3 on the pitch. Remember, we have 5 substitutes to make over 3 potential substitutions. So that's pretty good. So they got the ball at the back. They play a long one through. We did get onto that. Pantelov, they've cleared it though. That's well done. Oh, look at that. We are very good, I have to say. Belovs now. Into Ramos. Into Kiris. He's done all right, Kiris has. And I think it's going to really help his development. And Gabriel Ramos. Him and Leo are just at it. Hammer and tongs. Just going for that top scorer award. It's going to be one of them who wins it. There'll be 1 and 2 in the league, undoubtedly. But yeah, Glodion Gonda finds Ramos, and he's in the perfect position to make us 4-0. Pantelov into Ramos now. Kiris, Belovs, Pantelov, Ramos, and Ramos is through. Oh, that's awful. He scuffs it with his left foot. You've got to do better than Yambe. Oh, he almost had a chance. He just was so slow. And then he's given it to Wesley Nata. That's not what you want to do. Glodion Gonda, another great player. Oh, we're full of good players here. Pantelov, good pickup he's been. Wesley Nata into Pantelov. Ball in. It's Belovs. The youngster gets his name on the score sheet as well. That is awesome. I'm really happy with that. Right, we're going to make a couple more changes at the end here. Kurikins looks a bit shattered anyway. I think we'll bring Halimi on. Are we going to be able to do that? No, we can't do that. I think we might be able to take Pantalev off and maybe put Halimi on there, though. That's an option. We don't really have anyone to bring Wesley Nata on for. Got a little bit of a break after this, and we should be, when we come back, we should have the entire squad to choose from. Halimi, ball in. And it does mean, I think, that we have lasted out this this difficult period, which could have gone either way. We had some difficult away games to navigate against some of the better sides. Well, ball in. There's a chance here, and it's just over. Well, we do give away 1 or 2 chances. I guess it's impossible not to. But yeah, they're looking absolutely shattered now. Look at them. There we go, 5-0. Never really in any doubt. Completely in control of this game, start to finish. Look at the possession. We actually had less possession than they did. But you got Wesley Nata on a 9.5 there. Gabriel Ramos on an 8. Kiris on an 8.2. And Leo on a 7.7. That's our attacking players. You got Glodion Gonda who got an assist. Did he get an assist no? He got an assist, didn't he? Doing well, and Belov's getting a goal. That's awesome to see. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant and good to see us doing that well. Okay, so this is where we are now. So RFS actually lost against Valmiera. That's a bit of a disaster for them. So they are drifting even further behind us. Spartak's lost to Meta. That's a big result as well. So the chasing pack, I mean, it's pretty close in here, and it's going to be an interesting finish there. See how things go at the bottom. It looks like it's between Alda and Smiltene as to who's going to go down. I'm excited to see who comes up. It's always kind of cool, new teams coming up and encountering new stadiums. That's all a lot of fun. So, have you ever seen such a green area? A 5-0 victory, that does us. So we're coming back on the 11th. I think we don't have anyone out for that game. So it will mean we have a full squad to choose from, all of our Latvians back, and we won't have the problems anymore. I think we will come back though, and I'm expecting the European season to start in July. I think the league's already pretty much wrapped up. So we'll come back for that first European game, whoever we're up against, and we'll try and start our European campaign right there. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.